Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you're going to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your Going In Raw content. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson, where we have a bevy of reward tiers, including Friendo Care Package.
Yeah, it's over there.
It's over here. People are teasing me on the Twitter. They keep on sending. One day they'll have their Mecha Santa poster up, and then the next day they'll flip it and really, stick it to me by putting your stupid top-notch super best up.
Top-notch really should be up every day.
You got to make a decision and stick with it. And the decision,
top-notch
Mecha Santa.
Top-notch is the right decision.
There's also this amazing comic book that you can get. It's a $20 Patreon mark. One time, $20. You get all that Friendo Care Package stickers, all sorts of great stuff. Anyways, we're also a Pro Wrestling Tees. We have a bevy of great shirts. There's a bunch of them. Wonderful shirts.
We don't have them on right now.
I'm not wearing one of our.
We should really get better about that. Like every show, we should wear one of our shirts now.
Somebody should, man.
No, both of us.
Well, we need new shirts, man. I'm tired of our current designs.
There's some of our current designs I haven't ordered yet, so I think
there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I only have
really
like
get
4 of them.
Top-notch shirt. I spent a lot of time making that one.
Yeah, man. Anyways, so we're coming hot off the heels of Fastlane.
I like how you pause it right there with top-notch over your head.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's great. No, don't suck up bandwidth changing it.
Can I put Mecha Santa up? Oh, no.
No, you have to go back in time. It's not going to happen, man.
Anyways, hot off the heels of WWE Fastlane.
Yes. Fun show. Our review for that is up currently.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can check that up. You can also watch, if you haven't seen Fastlane yet and want to enjoy it with us, our live stream reactions are up as well.
Correct.
From New Office. People were freaking out about both that, less that, but we did our recap right afterwards. As you said, it's already up, and of course we're out of position.
Well, we're just on opposite sides.
I didn't realize that we're at the level where people will freak out about where we're sitting and what our placement.
Some people don't like change, man.
They really don't. Look, once we get that's going to be I've realized that's kind of an important thing, though. I don't think we can ever do another recap, another actual podcast flip-flopped. People like what they like. They're used to it.
Here's the thing, though. If we just keep doing it that way, then eventually they'll get used to it. And right when they get used to it, we'll switch again.
Oh, I don't want to do that, man. That's a recipe for disaster.
You're the guy who just likes to change things for the sake of change sometimes.
That's not, you like to think that. That's not the truth, though. I don't like to change things just to change things. We also missed a couple things on Fastlane last night when I was like, well, I asked you, did they focus on John Cena and his anger afterwards? And you mentioned the over-the-shoulder shot where he's looking at AJ. But at one point, the cameraman did go into him, trying to invade. There was a very invasive...
That might have been when I had to step out for a few minutes.
Yeah, it could be. There was a very invasive cameraman last night. Not only did somebody get in John Cena's face...
Yeah, Charlotte hit the cameraman.
When he was soaking up his loss.
I know.
His loss. But then Charlotte, when she did her magnificent twirl...
Yeah.
You see it right there. Hits a camera. Tranquilo, man. Get back. Just step back.
Step back. Zoom in a little bit. That's what zoom lenses are for.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
You don't have to zoom out a lot or zoom in a lot.
He's like, I'm trying this new macro lens. I'm gonna see every detail of your robe. No, dude, back up. Just back up, Scorsese. All right. My goodness.
You got a split diopter on there, so one side of the frame could be out of focus.
De Palma's doing the camera work these days. Look at us with our
film school knowledge,
our nerd lingo. Anyways, so one big news story and then a couple of whatevers. We'll get into the big one. It's a sad one.
Yeah, this is a pretty major news story. So a report started surfacing this morning, Monday morning, that Jeff Hardy had been arrested in North Carolina on a DWI charge after apparently blowing, according to TMZ, a .25 during his breathalyzer test. Again, according to TMZ, that is 3 times.
That is a lot. That is
the legal limit.
That's 25% of your blood is alcohol at that point. That's actually not true, but that's really high.
That's really high.
That's really high.
That's really high.
Because at the point, okay, so what is a? I mean, What would a 1 point? You're dead at like.
I don't know what alcohol poisoning is.
It's not fun. I mean, I've got some personal experience in my family with that kind of stuff, and you're approaching a really bad area when you're at 0.25.
Probably
3 times the legal limit.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, legal limit, like, not to say it's high or low or anything, but like if it's pretty much legal limit in the baseline they give you, because they give you that thing when you get your driver's license, or on the back if you turn it over, it tells you legal limit. It's like essentially, again, don't use this isn't. I probably shouldn't say this because this isn't legally advisable.
Well, you're still saying it.
It's just they say like 1 drink an hour, like 1 beer an hour. Essentially, I think is what the little chart in the back of your driver's license. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like 1 drink an hour roughly. But again, that's not sound legal advice. Don't follow that.
A range of 0.35 to 0.4 usually represents a potentially fatal alcohol poisoning.
Wow.
He was close.
Wow.
He was close. A blood alcohol rating of 0.2 represents very serious intoxication. So he was beyond very seriously intoxicated.
Wow. Also in the back, I just remember this, the back of the driver's license thing. I want to make sure I add this. It's all based on your weight, too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And how much you've eaten.
Well, Andre could down like 7 bottles of vodka and be totally chill.
Because he was a giant.
Right, exactly.
But if
he was a giant.
If I have 1 shot of vodka, I'm going to feel it.
Right, exactly.
Because I'm like a third of one Andre.
Yeah, a third? Man, you're like a fifth. I'm probably a third of an Andre.
He's about 500 pounds, right? I'm 165. That's about a third.
Okay.
So anyways, but generally the point is if you have booze, don't drive. Get a Lyft, get an Uber. Even if you have a beer, if you have any question about whether you can drive or not, just don't drive.
Ubers and Lyfts,
that is sound advice.
Ubers and Lyfts are amazing.
Yeah, and they're very
fantastic.
affordable. They will come to you wherever you are, pick you up, and take you home at a very reasonable price.
Like, assuming you don't get one of the ones that like murders people.
Well, yeah.
Or does bad things.
Yeah.
But the odds are really good that you're not going to get murdered if you take an Uber or Lyft.
Yes.
Yes. It's very rare that
happens. Your chances of getting home safely are pretty good. If you were in the least bit intoxicated.
Like, it's like a $10 ride from here to the office. I plan on getting lit every day.
Oh, goodness.
Every day.
Well, as long as you
Thanks, patrons.
You can work fine. That's all I care about.
Patrons are going to be paying for my Uber.
Anyways, yeah, if you drink, take a Lyft.
Yeah, man.
Jeff Hardy should have done that. Anyways, CBS Sports has more detail. They report that Jeff Hardy was involved in a single-car accident where he, quote, ran off the roadway, striking about 105 feet of guardrail before the back end of the car spun out 90 degrees, coming to rest in the middle of the right northbound lane of travel. This is from the actual arrest report. PW Insider reports that the arrest happened at about 10:20 Saturday night. He was released about an hour later, 11:24, and he's scheduled to appear in court on April 16th. WWE issued the following statement about Hardy's arrest. Quote, Jeff Hardy...
I'll do it. Jeff Hardy is responsible for his own personal actions. We are investigating the matter and awaiting information from local law enforcement officials. And then Pro Wrestling Sheet recently reported that Hardy had been cleared by his surgeon following rotator cuff surgery last October and was awaiting clearance by WWE medical personnel prior to a return to the ring. We don't want another, what was it, Victory Road? The 2009?
Yeah, 2011.
2011, him versus
Sting, where he came out obviously inebriated on something.
Yeah, that was, ooh, man.
He's been arrested, I believe, for drug charges as well.
He did time.
Yeah. So it's a bummer to hear that Jeff was arrested for DWI because he seemed to be on the straight and narrow, that he had kind of gotten past his previous substance abuse problems.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be on the precipice, on the edge, on the verge of returning, maybe even for WrestleMania. And now all that has to be called into question because
I
of this
wonder.
arrest.
So, okay, Jey Uso was arrested a few months back.
On DUI, right?
On DWI, same thing.
Okay.
And WWE issued verbatim the same statement, only they swapped out names, obviously. And there was no noticeable punishment for him in front of the camera. He retained, he kept his tag team title. The Usos got still the push that they're getting. No harm, no foul. I don't know if there's a difference within the WWE, within backstage or whatever, within their culture, where you have a guy who has a known history like Jeff Hardy.
I know.
versus a guy like Jey Uso,
who has no such known history.
Who has no known history, and I mean, look, it's entirely possible that he might have just made one bad decision, and then it's like, okay, well, yeah, man, I was out and I shouldn't have done that. I should have got a lift or whatever. Jeff Hardy, however, has a history, did time for substance, for drugs.
Been in rehab.
And all that stuff. And it's a situation where it's like, dude, you're 40 years old. You came to the WWE, which we know is a rough schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And does the WWE, I agree that, everybody's responsible for their own personal actions, but, I wonder if there's anything back there that says, hey, you really need to figure out what you're doing before you continue on here. Yeah. I don't know.
You'd like to think that someone in the company would have a conversation with him to make sure like he's beyond just being physically okay after the accident, his emotional well-being is addressed. And hopefully address whatever potential issues are going on in his life that would lead him to that drunk.
It would benefit them as well because they don't want that on their watch if something much more serious happens. I mean, we're lucky that this was a single car accident. That he didn't get hurt more than he did. Yeah. And more than anything, some innocent bystander didn't get hurt. Some victim didn't get hurt. Yeah. That's sort of the bigger thing. They don't want. He gets arrested for this. He has a history of it, and they say, well, it's his own business. We're not going to, there's no consequences here in his job for that. Even though legally, I don't know what they could do. Mm-hmm. But they could deem him a liability and say, we're not going to put you on programming until you get this sorted out, until we know you go through rehab or something like that.
And WWE has always been very good historically. They have their kind of rehab program. They will sponsor even former talents to get help when needed. So it seems like the door is always open for them to help talents, past or present, address their substance abuse issues if necessary.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, we want the best for the wrestlers themselves, not what's best for what we see on TV. We were speculating that we think it'd be great if, Jeff Hardy was involved in WrestleMania in some way.
Yeah, you mentioned potentially against John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, I know that hasn't even been rumored or anything, but I think that would be fantastic if he issued an open challenge. You know? But more than anything, like you want to know these people are healthy. You want to know that they're in the good. If I see them on TV, I don't want to be thinking the entire time, man, he's doing this at the expense of his own well-being. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see him on TV if I think that's the case.
I know.
Matt Hardy actually had a tweet that, wasn't exactly subtle with regards to this. Do you want to read Matt Hardy voice? Or do you want
you can do it.
Okay. He tweeted out, "Ever since the 7 deities have come to me, I do not put alcohol, drugs, or foreign substances into my vessel. I am more." So, good words there from Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that's some indication that, it's hopefully much ado about nothing. Maybe it was a one-time mistake, and his brother's like, dude, I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
0.25.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You're 0.1 away from being in the death zone, baby.
I know, man.
Come on.
Mr. Michael Law, 2011 here at the $2 Super Chat. He says, don't text and drive. Sound advice. Don't drink and drive.
That's great advice.
Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive.
Here's the thing, when you're driving, just drive.
Yeah, just drive.
Just drive.
Just drive.
Get to where you're going.
Get to where you're going. Mm-hmm. Don't drink booze beforehand.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Don't drink when you're tired either.
Yeah.
Apparently those effects are pretty nasty too.
Yeah, there's a couple times. Remember we went to New Mexico all those years ago for New Year's?
Yeah.
And I got stuck on like the 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. shift.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that was no fun.
It was New Year's 2001, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I remember multiple times. I used to love when we lived in LA and I would come to Sacramento to visit my parents. I used to love doing the night shift. I used to like that because it was like there's no traffic.
Yeah.
It's super mellow. But there were times when I would do it and I'd be like, oh, I did not think I was going to be this tired. I would literally go to like those rest areas, which seem to be like, that has to be a magnet for, serial killers. And I used to rest. I just used to knock out for like an hour or so in my car, wake up, be good, hit the road again, pull over and sleep.
Yeah.
Chances are you won't get murdered.
Yeah.
There aren't serial killers everywhere.
No.
So yeah, pull over and sleep. Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy, get some help.
Take a lift. Get some help.
0.25 is way too much.
That's super, super, super high. Alto Voltaje, $4.99. If you could prank a WWE superstar or Vince, who would you prank and how would it go down?
Who would I prank? I would do this. No, that'd be mean. I was going to say I would get Triple H to tell Michael Hayes that he's now main eventing WrestleMania.
So he comes out in his Freebird gear like that over there.
Yeah.
Start doing this.
I want to see this again, but that's not really a prank. That's just kind of being mean.
It is being mean. But
I don't know. I'm not huge into pranks.
Neither am I.
I don't want to be pranked. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't find it funny.
Let people go about their business.
Exactly. So I don't know if I could prank anybody. I don't know.
I feel like if you pranked Vince, if you worked for the company, that would be your last day with the company.
I would tell Roman that I would prank Roman and tell him we found like ungodly amounts of steroids in his locker, and that he has to clean his shit out and get out of here. And then say, psych, it was Luther Reigns
on the day of WrestleMania 34.
So wait, did you hear about all that business?
What?
The John Bravo stuff?
Did he actually release the?
No. No, I'm bummed up because I never got clarification. So over the weekend, a bunch of people on Twitter were saying that the Reigns he was speaking about was actually Luther Reigns, the old WWE guy.
Yeah.
Right. That wasn't Roman Reigns. But then I think he came out with a statement that said, "No, I was talking about Roman, but Luther like is in there or something." I don't know. I didn't do enough. He hasn't released the latest video yet.
No, he hasn't.
But like people were blowing up about it, saying, "Oh, this is ridiculous." He was actually talking about Luther Reigns. Something like that right there. But I don't know if it was. I have no idea. Like I didn't really do more research into it because he hasn't released his video showing his evidence. So it was like, okay, well, either it is or it isn't.
Well, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, that's sort of a wait and see. It's kind of non-news for right now.
Because Luther Reigns retired in 2006. Yeah, who knows? Wait and see. Jeffrey Nguyen, 199, is eating a burrito while driving acceptable. I don't feel like you can really fully enjoy the burrito if you're eating it while driving.
Oh, no. I don't like eating and driving. And then you got to worry about stuff
spilling out the bottom, making a mess.
I don't like eating and driving, man.
I only do it if I absolutely have to.
Like, I'll drink a milkshake. That's the closest I'll get because it's kind of like food. It's ice cream. But I don't want to do that. That's not good. Anyways, next up, we've got some insider info.
Do we?
PW Insider has some insider info.
PW Insider info about the return of Chris Jericho. Break the walls down.
Break the walls down.
They're reporting that WWE is putting forth all sorts of maximum effort for this greatest Royal Rumble coming up in Saudi Arabia on April 27th.
No half-assing it. Apparently, they got paid boatloads of money.
Yeah, if it's the greatest Royal Rumble, they have to deliver on that title.
Big time, yeah.
50 men. Anyways, they're putting all their effort into making this greatest Royal Rumble live up to their name, and one of the ways they're doing that is apparently, according to PW Insider, bringing back Chris Jericho. They're reporting that, quote, the company has reached out to former undisputed WWE champ Chris Jericho about returning to appear at that event, and all signs are Jericho will be making that date.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pretty massive.
Yep. That's huge, man. Chris Jericho can just kind of do what he wants these days, man. He can just sort of do
it's a pretty plush spot
whatever
to be
he
in.
wants.
Do whatever you want.
I go to New Japan. He said on Twitter that he's not working with New Japan anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
But
what do you think is a swerve?
It's a swerve. Well, a lot. Come on. Lie is a swerve. It's the same thing, man. If I'm telling you A and B is in fact true, I'm lying to you.
But in the business of professional wrestling, if you're trying to divert attention for something, that's a swerve.
That's a swerve? All right.
I mean, yeah, it's a mistruth, but...
So it's 427.
Yeah.
It's a distruth. It's 427. Obviously, he's not going to be at Mania.
Yeah, he's got a concert that day.
They're thinking that that he'll be fighting Naito. At some point.
Whether it be like Strong
June?
Style
Dominion's
involved or
June.
Dominion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's in June.
June 9th, I think. So I imagine there'll be a situation where he'll show up from time to time WWE programming, like he was on Raw 25. He just showed up briefly there.
Hey, between him and Rey Mysterio, it is really interesting that the WWE is totally cool with people just doing whatever.
Well, it's for their benefit.
To a degree.
We have wrestlers who have built up all sorts of equity with wrestling fans going out, doing shows across the world, coming back to WWE. So all the people who may not really know of their tenure like Mysterio's tenure in WWE.
Yeah.
While he's out doing independent dates, who become a fan of Rey Mysterio now follow him back to WWE.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And it, vice versa. So I think it works for all parties involved.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. I don't really have anything more to add. It's just kind of cool that, do you want to go to Saudi Arabia?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know enough about it to say yes or no.
It's a long way to go.
It seems like it'd be very interesting, but at the same time, it is a long way to go. I'm not even sure we're gonna go to like friggin' LA.
I know
for Survivor Series. I have to travel to LA in 2 weeks or Long Beach rather.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the Bay, and then hop a plane the next morning to LA.
Yeah, I gotta do the same thing you do.
Gonna go to Impact, then a plane to Long Beach
for Strong Style
Evolved.
Back.
Assuming I go.
I'll probably take a plane this weekend too.
Oh, that's right. That's a bummer. So yeah, I'd like to go. Our big Jim is in Jerusalem right now.
Oh,
yeah, all sorts of great Instagram pictures from Jerusalem. The sea. He had a hotel that overlooked the Sea of Galilee.
Wow.
Man, all sorts of great, weird historical stuff.
Yeah, there's all sorts
there.
of great history.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. Different cultures and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I always like that.
But then, what if they don't have the food that I like? What if they don't have
Then you'll try.
What if
then
their
you should
cheeseburgers?
try.
What if their cheeseburgers are weird?
You should eat the local cuisine, man. Why do you want to go to a different country and eat the food that you eat at home? That's boring. Eat the local cuisine.
Yeah.
Try new things.
Yeah, maybe. I could see that. Be weird. I don't know what they do over there. It'd be fun to go, but God, that plane trip.
I know.
Friggin'
I don't travel well these days.
No, I was gonna say if we went to Australia.
Oh, I know.
It's like a 24-hour.
I know.
You're losing all sorts of time there.
I know.
Man.
That's kind of my hesitancy about traveling to pretty much anywhere these days. Because when I went on vacation last summer, when we were there, it was great. But the full day of travel, getting there and back, we were almost traveling as long as we were on vacation. And it's brutal, especially when you have to stay at the airport overnight for connecting flights and stuff. It's rough. I'm too old to handle that now.
Yeah, dude.
I don't sleep at the airport.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So I don't. And if I'm up all night, I'm just miserable.
That being said, if the greatest Royal Rumble is held,
And I can't sleep on a plane, so I'd just be miserable.
If the greatest Royal Rumble is held in London, I'd totally do that shit. I'd go to London because it's the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I know.
It's the greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh, we have all sorts of super chats now.
Oh, geez, gee willikers.
We were talking about all sorts of other stuff. Brian Alphin, $2. Do you think the Rumble will be on the network? I hope so. If they're putting this much effort into it, it'd be kind of a bummer if they didn't broadcast it.
It would be it would totally be about. I would love to see it as a network special. I just wonder if all that money they're getting would be for some sort of exclusivity.
Could be.
Bro, they want to draw people, man.
Oh yeah. Frank Ripley, $5 Canadian. Oh my goodness. Do you think that this Jeff Hardy thing will affect the Bray Wyatt Matt Hardy storyline? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I really doubt it.
Unless it was a situation where Jeff was going to be Matt's partner to take on the Thebar at Mania, but they can always go Matt Bray. Mr. Michael Law, 2011, $5. I think we should take into account that Jeff was impaired and not intoxicated, and that he was recording himself while driving, and had no bail. Yeah, it was interesting. He was released an hour later.
Yeah.
Usually, if you're arrested,
in the drunk tank.
Yeah, overnight.
Okay, but hold on a second.
No bail either.
Mr. Michael Law. Law is in your name. I'm assuming you might know more about this stuff than I do. But if you have I thought it said he blew a .25.
That's what it said.
If he blew a .25, doesn't that mean you're intoxicated? You don't have to give us another super chat or anything. I'll just take a look at the chats here. I am legitimately curious.
I thought when I was reading the details from PW Insider, I thought it was really interesting that he was released within an hour.
And I did see the $0 bail thing.
Yeah, that's strange.
Well, hold on a second though. Do you have to get bailed out when you get if you're just a DWI or
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
I thought you just end up in the drunk tank and then just let you go unless somebody comes in.
I think you have to.
You have to pay money.
I think so.
Oh, I have no idea. Guess what? I've never been arrested
Same
for
here.
DWI.
And hopefully it'll stay that way.
I had I had a lot of friends back in the day who did though, because back where I used to hang out, man, they'd rack up DUIs like crazy. They would call them Deweys.
A nickname for
they
it.
Had a funny nickname for it.
Yeah, I was under the impression that you'd have to pay, not a huge bail, but something like $100 or something like that to get out.
Yeah.
But maybe not. But yeah, the fact that he was released within an hour or shortly after an hour, it was interesting.
Right.
Anyways, Jesse Helsius, $5. WWE reached out and offered one of you a Sam Roberts-esque deal to work kickoff shows, but not the other. Would you do it? Nah, we're a package deal, man.
We're definitely a package deal. I'll say this though. I'll say this. If they came to just you and said, "We just want Larson. We just want Larson."
I'd say why?
I would totally be into it. As long as it meant that you didn't like leave going in Raw.
Yeah.
If it was just, hey, come do the kickoff show, I'd give you my blessing.
Oh, all right.
Because you'd be repping for one thing.
Yeah.
And like, I would trust that you're not going to just look. If you ditch me, I'd just take over the show myself. I'd be fine with that. I don't care.
I think that's what you actually want, anyway.
No, I don't. Because I did it that week. You're on vacation. Man, it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is.
It was rough. It was not easy. So no, I actually do not want that. I'd have to bring that fool Ulysses up here, or Karen, or Kaufman, or somebody.
Get Hilton. Killer Panda 499. Do you guys go to every pay-per-view? Do you have a Snapchat? No, we don't go to every pay-per-view. We just stream our reactions to the last one from our new office space.
Mm-hmm.
Steve has Snapchat. I don't do Snapchat.
It's not interesting, dude. I literally posted a picture of my zits the other day. Because all of a sudden one day I just got like a bunch. I'm like, what am I, 15 years old again? I wish, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I thought I was too old for that shit. I couldn't get my hair cut the other day because I have one in the back of my head,
Ooh.
and that gets bad.
Yeah, that's not
They're
fun.
all and then blood's everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's not fun.
That happened to me like a long time, like a while ago. I used to get them bad on the back of my head, and like I got my hair cut, and it was like, I was like, why are you doing that to me? She's like, I didn't know, freaking weird zit guy.
That's why I cut my own hair.
That you're saying that you just said that's the reason
one of them,
you cut your own hair,
one of many reasons.
to avoid getting zits getting mowed down.
Thankfully, it's funny because the only time I really get I get acne on my neck is when I shave my neck.
Oh, interesting.
It's like, you get like ingrown hairs and stuff.
My thing is this: it was terrible. There were 2 days when I went to the gym, hella sweated.
Oh, and didn't
came
shower?
home, just didn't shower, and went to sleep. Oh, and I usually hate doing that, but I just did it, and I think that's why. Just nasty dirt.
Especially if you go to the gym, you got to shower when you get back.
I know, it's horrible. That place
like
is
before
just a
this
haven
morning.
for disease.
This morning, I didn't get a chance to go to the gym, so I just worked out at home. I got a little sweaty, but I just shower. Mm-hmm. I'm at home. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Yeah.
But if I had gone to the gym, even if I got a little sweaty, I'd come home and shower before coming here.
Yeah.
Brian Alphin, $2. Also, can I get a real? You got it. Kai Hywell, 199. Steve Omega versus AJ at Mania, or Larson versus Hilton? What would you rather see?
Okay, so hold on a second. That's a great question. Daniel Morris says impaired means he passed the field sobriety, but the officer didn't. God damn it. The officer didn't. Oh shit! Where is it? Didn't find him okay to drive, and then maybe when he went back to the station, he blew .25. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of legal stuff. Like, I shouldn't even spoke about the thing on the back of the driver's license earlier because I don't know if that's 100% true. I remember that. But I think that's only to a point. It's like it's not a linear progression. It's a geometric one in terms of how intoxicated you get.
I love you're still talking about that.
Because I don't want to tell people that stuff, and they go out and do it and get arrested, and they say, oh, Larson said I could do this.
You're legally liable now.
That's
man.
why I said this. This doesn't sound legal advice.
We're going to get sued.
No, it's not. Just totally disregard what I said. Look at the
back
back of your own
we have
driver's
to
license.
hire a Mr. Michael Law 2011.
I know. Mr.
now.
Michael Law, help me out here.
Kai Hywell. So wants to know, what would I rather see, Omega or Age? Again, Larson versus Hilton, because you guys would be
Yeah, you're convinced that's a blood feud, and I don't remember that.
Oh, see, that's how drunk you were. .35, man. You were in the death zone, Larson.
I might have been in the death zone once in my life, but that was not that night.
I was in the death zone a couple times at that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might have driven home in the death zone once, like ages ago. And it's like the stupidest thing I ever did. Never ever do it.
Yeah, don't ever drink and drive. Just don't ever do it.
This is really bad.
Just take a ride. Get a ride home.
Yeah.
Don't ever drink and drive. See, I say that, so.
Yeah, I might have been on the verge of like I could have gotten a Dewey a couple times in my life, and I'm not happy about it. I regret it. Not proud of it at all. So, anyways, yeah, stay out of the death zone, people.
Yeah.
So
don't drink and drive.
Yeah, no. Look, as much as I'd love to see for the people, Omega versus AJ, Larson versus Hilton. You got to pick up.
That's got to be in CZW though, right?
You got to pick up that feud, man. I saw some spot, and there was a dude. I don't know. That was CZ. I don't think it was CZW. But there was some wrestler over the weekend who had like a giant gash right here from some match.
People do that. Man.
He was like it was an inch away from an artery.
Oof.
Rough. I don't know why people do that, man. Matt, base wrestling. It can be exciting.
I know.
Look at Zack Sabre Jr. for example.
Great segue, Steve. Let's talk about the conclusion of the first round New Japan Cup. How many of these matches did you watch?
0.
I watched a lot of the GIFs from Lariato on Twitter.
I can do that right now.
And that Twitter account is great at recapping spots from New Japan matches. And I know what you say, that sometimes you feel like you get enough of what happened.
No. I feel like I'm less motivated to watch.
Yeah, because you get a little taste of what happened.
Because like Lariato has all the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know, it's terrible. It's the worst. I'm the worst. I'll admit it. But like sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel less like if people just say, oh my God, look what happened. Now, like in the case of when Jericho had his big video reveal, then I felt anxious to go back and watch it. And I do. I want to watch Zack Sabre Jr. versus Naito. My problem in New Japan kind of remains the same, though. Sometimes there's just some filler matches that I'm like...
There is a fast forward button.
Yeah, I know, but on the Amazon Fire Stick, it's kind of annoying to use. It's not the smoothest.
We got a couple super chats here. Liam Wagner, $2. Kid Rock's Hall of Fame picture looks like he blew a .25.
It does.
Vape,
totally does.
Vape Ross Vape, $2. Jeff is 40, a father in and out of rehab enough. Steve Kuharski, $4.99, is the fact that Matt Hardy mentioned alcohol will never be in his system a troubling sign for his future with Jeff.
I didn't necessarily read it as tough love, but maybe it is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Jeffrey Nguyen, $1.99, superstar likely to cause an incident overseas.
An incident? Well, JBL's not going there, so
yeah,
I think we'll be okay, but most likely to cause an incident. Well, they're signing Jericho. Didn't Jericho? No, yeah, who was it?
No, Jericho did something with a
flag.
Yeah.
In some country. Forgot what it was. He like rubbed it on the ground. Yeah, no, I read it in his autobiography. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And he details like what he had to do. Vince called him and was like cursing him out and stuff, saying, "What have you done?" And he's like, "What did I do, man?" It was just
Jericho was trying to get heat, right?
Yeah. He was like, was it Puerto Rico? No, it wasn't Puerto Rico.
For some reason, Brazil stands out.
Maybe it was Brazil.
But I could be completely off base.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in Brazil, like I just get the impression that you have to follow a lot of respectful cultural rules in order to not get, either arrested or, starting a riot or whatever.
Yeah.
Good job. It was
kick
the Brazilian
flag and get suspended for 30 days.
Yeah, that's right. Yeesh.
Man.
Anyways, a couple of results here.
Well, here's the quarterfinals, the brackets, the matches that are going to happen. Michael Elgin, who, in my mind, scored a surprising win over Ishii in the first round.
Yeah, a lot of people here in the States took issue with that because of all the controversy around Michael Elgin. I just don't think they probably care about that in Japan. I wonder. I kind of wonder how the flip of that would be if, like, for example, there was a Japanese wrestler who did something, who was surrounded in controversy overseas, and they came over here and was booked strong. Would people still give a crap?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that Gato kind of has, he was kind of sticking it to Elgin by putting him with War Machine after Elgin said, all Jeff Cobb wants to do is hang with War Machine. And then he put him with War Machine. So a lot of people over here were like, how dare they? Because, over here, a lot of people are, saying, hey, if Elgin gets booked at a indie show, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
And, they were pretty vocal when Naito came to Dayton for that show. And people were like, pretty anti-Elgin. So a lot of people were like, oh, my God, he won over Ishii. A lot of people thought it was favored to go pretty far. Apparently now he's going to take on Juice Robinson, though.
Yeah, in the second round, who beat shoot.
Where's the bracket?
I had the bracket up. I think it was Tokyo Pimp. Tanahashi, the ace, will be taking on Bad Luck Fale in the second round.
Ew.
So, pull that up. You have to scroll down for the bracket itself. Keep going.
Okay, so Tanahashi moved on against Taichi. That's not surprising. Bad Luck Fale moved on against Lance Archer.
So your second round matchups on that side of the bracket: Elgin versus Juice.
Oh, so Juice beat the Ticking Time? Oh, no, you're right. That was
Tokyo Pimp.
Yeah.
And then Tanahashi versus Bad Luck Fale. I guess it'll be Juice versus Tanahashi in the second round. Or the semis, sorry. On the other side of the bracket, Kota Ibushi defeated Yoshihashi.
Not surprising.
No.
Zack Sabre Jr. made Tetsuya Naito tap out.
Whoa. The finish of that match is crazy.
Ooh, I got to watch that.
I just saw the finish.
I'm staying off Lariato. I'm staying off. I'm going to watch it sometime.
Yano defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Not surprising.
And Sonata defeated Chuck Taylor. Apparently, Chuck tweeted that he was like really happy he got a main event a New Japan show.
Oh, that's cool. He's like one of my favorite Twitter followers.
He's a great Twitter follower.
So immediately, my hope for a Killer Elite Squad final
out the window.
Out the window.
I kind of felt that was going to happen anyway. So your second round matches on that side of the bracket: Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr., which has match of the year potential written all over it. Taking on, and then the other match would be Yano versus Sonata.
Not exactly a match of the year scenario we're
so,
looking at there.
Sonata will advance probably, but I don't know about this Ibushi Zack Sabre Jr. thing. I kind of like. I mean, I like the idea of Ibushi advancing at least to the finals to take on Tanahashi, given how awesome their match was earlier this year or late last year. I mean, and if Ibushi were to win, which I think is a long shot, but if he were to win, take on Okada, you have all that story between Ibushi challenging for the heavyweight title, the belt that Omega never won. But I don't think Okada's dropping that title anytime soon.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And then we read the newsletter that Meltzer was speculating heavily that Tanahashi would win, challenge Okada, and there'd be Tanahashi holds a record for most successful title defenses with 11, I believe. And so Okada would have to beat Tanahashi to either tie or break that record.
Have we seen Zack Sabre Jr. against Tanahashi? I feel like we have, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. That was in the I think it was in G1.
Okay.
I think they were on the same side of the bracket.
All right.
I think so. That'd be a great final.
Look, I think you're right though. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kota Ibushi, like they're two of my favorites right now.
Oh yeah.
So like that's what I care about, and that's what we're gonna get. So I'm very excited about that. That's awesome.
Should all be great stuff. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get to our penultimate story for the day.
Oh, hold on a second. We had a super chat from Steve Kuharski. Better dream match: the Young Bucks versus the Usos, or Ricochet versus AJ?
Oh, wow.
Give me the Young Bucks versus the Usos.
Yeah, I think so, too.
That's what I'd say.
Although Ricochet versus AJ would be great. I'll have to check to see if they actually wrestled.
I love tag team wrestling. Let's see here. So, yeah, our last story.
Second to last story before our Raw preview.
Yeah, it's not really a story. It's just a Raw preview. And this isn't really a story either.
No, this is more non-news.
Can I read my notes about this?
Yes, please do.
I like when I get to write. I should write monologues for late night shows. Kid Rock is going to the Hall of Fame, Larson. No, this isn't some kayfabe news joke. This is real. Real. Kid Rock will join the WWE Hall of Fame Celebrity Wing, joining such luminaries such as Drew Carey, Pete Rose, Mike Tyson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Snoop Dogg, all of whom possess actual talent. And, of course, Donald Trump, currently our president, who's rumored to be adding an impeachment lawyer to his legal team this week.
That's good.
This is from Triple H's Twitter. Kid Rock has lent his signature sound to many WWE events over the years. His support of our superstars, events, and commitment to our troops has been unwavering. For that and more but better, welcome to the Celebrity Wing of Hall of Fame. That sounds like the most reluctant. This one and the Jeff Jarrett one sound like the most reluctant tweets that he's ever sent out. Born into this industry? Okay. Born into the industry. Why does that get you a Hall of Fame berth?
I know.
But at least he said Jeff Jarrett's done a lot for people, outside
to help get them over.
To help get them over. Kid Rock has lent his signature sound.
I mean, he performed at a WrestleMania.
He did. Yeah, he
did a medley of his hits.
Hits? His hits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never been into Kid Rock. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I think the Ba with the Ba song was kind of...
Yeah.
It was kind of catchy, so he had that going for him. I
thought it was like annoying.
Yeah, it was that too. They can be the same thing.
I guess so. It could be one, then transition to the other, or exist simultaneously.
Yeah, yeah. But man, talk about the number of people who are like more worthy to get in there. I don't know why. And the picture they use is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
Yeah.
Because like he's not wearing a song, he's not covering up half his face.
Yeah,
which he, I think is one of the reasons why he was as popular as he was, because he usually covered up his face.
Yeah.
Is he still running for office somewhere, or is that
I don't know if he ever officially announced yet he was selling like lawn signs.
He was selling lawn signs,
but I don't think he actually, as far as I'm aware, filed any official paperwork.
I will say this: so there's two things that I found in his Wikipedia entry. that tickled my fancy. My favorite story from his Wikipedia entry: in 2007, Richie was arrested and charged with battery after fighting with a Waffle House customer. A Waffle House customer chucked a blueberry waffle at his head and said, "Fuck you, Kid Rock.
I know.
You suck.
Your music's trash."
Exactly. He did like a sex tape with Scott Stapp from Creed.
Oh yeah.
Where they were getting like oral sex acts performed on them from like groupies in a bus, and then he had to sue the pornography company from releasing the tape, but somehow it still made its way online. It's gross. But then there is the Kid Rock Foundation, and it's a charity which raises funds for multiple causes, including campaigns which sent Kid Rock care packages. I wonder if there was anything like Friendo care packages.
Yeah, I don't know.
To U.S. military personnel stationed overseas. So hopefully I think he's done some good stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So Kid Rock, welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I guess so.
I honestly don't get it. I like Fred Durst could have been like better, I think.
Well, he would have been different.
He would have been different.
Yeah.
I just prefer. Look,
isn't Fred Durst directing a movie? I think I just read something that he's directing a major motion picture.
He directed ages ago the
Ice
Cube one.
I know.
So yeah, I don't know. Is he taking over the Mission Impossible franchise or something?
Maybe. Let's find out what he's directing next.
Find out what he's directing. What's Fred Durst doing? But like, why not Fred Durst? Remember Fred Durst belongs, number one, the name should have been Jim. A lot of people are saying if you're going to do a music guy, it should be Jim Johnston.
Yes.
But Jim Johnston, I wonder if they said, "Hey, do you want to be in the Hall of Fame?" Well, you just fired me, so no. I would think that he probably would be like, wait a couple of years until the stank is worn off, okay?
He's directing a movie called Moose.
Moose! Please tell me it's the story
with
of
John
Moose.
Travolta.
Oh, nice. Look at him with his career. There's a Jesse Eisenberg movie.
You know, I'm looking at his IMDb profile.
Yes. Fred Durst sex tape. The Education of Charlie Banks. What's that one? Is that the Jesse Eisenberg one?
Yeah.
I wonder if that was any good. Maybe he can direct, dude. I like when he was directing his own Twitch streams playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, man.
But no, okay, think about it. Here's my case for Fred Durst instead of Kid Rock. Because I watched the video package that they put together for Mania 17, the My Way or the Highway. Holy crap. That got me jazzed.
Yeah.
My Way or the Highway.
Well, then the
this time
WWE
it's all
production
gonna
teams
go
in the
down.
Hall of Fame, not necessarily Fred Durst.
They used his song for it though.
But he didn't edit it, did he?
And he performed live too.
Yeah, I know. He
with
wasn't
all
that great.
with all the Fred Durst dancers and stuff.
I remember that.
Come on, that's good stuff. Look, I'm not saying I'm a Limp Bizkit fan. I'm just saying.
You sure sound like it.
Listen to me. I'm making the case because I'm looking at an either or thing. If Vince came to you and said, "Larson, it's Hall of Fame celebrity time."
Yeah, if it was either or, I'd go with Fred Durst. Yeah.
In a heartbeat, like not even a question.
Yeah.
I'd say Kid Rock. What? Get out of here with that.
Yeah. We got a couple more super chats here. Reigns 97, $2. I'm going to Raw by myself. Ever go to a show alone? I've been to movies alone. I don't think I've ever been to a wrestling show alone. You went to a house show by yourself.
Yeah, I was front row at a house show a couple of years back because Hilton had a ticket that he wasn't allowed to go to the show.
Wasn't allowed. Wow.
Look, man, when you're married, we all experience the same thing. What do we call it? Hey, we're gonna go out. You're gonna go get beers. You gotta get my permission slip signed. It's all good. Come on, man.
Lorraine 5136, $5. Kid Rock's best WWE contribution. His song being on the best WWE video, "Lonely Road of Faith" on WWE Desire. Never seen it.
I don't know what that is.
Same. I don't know what that is at all.
Yeah, why wasn't Lemmy in there? I still say they're gonna do like a whole DX year. It's gonna be Triple H, the New Age Outlaws, DX,
China,
X-Pac,
X-Pac.
China, and then Lemmy.
And Motorhead.
Yeah, Motorhead. Yeah. Gorilla Strong, $2. I'll read this one. Yeah, I wish this was the Triple H tweet. Kid Rock looks like he smells like cat piss. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Welcome to the Hall of Fame celebrity wing. Kid Rock gets in because he smells like cat piss.
Oh, goodness.
Push Hilton. No, man.
No.
We're not pushing Hilton.
Not on our watch.
Push him off the balcony, maybe. Push him off the roof. See if he bounces.
What's the best question you've ever gotten during one of these?
Is Hilton a real person? Well, maybe.
Thomas May, $5. Just did my first Patreon pledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For my favorite YouTube channel. So here's $5 to go with the $5 I just pledged. Keep up the great work, friendos. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Cat Piss, to the Hall of Fame. You're joining Kid Rock. You guys have any questions? Ask them now.
No, we got Raw preview.
Oh, crap. We got a Raw preview.
So last week, Paul Heyman said that Lesnar would be on Raw this week.
Is he going to be there? Or is he
no
no-show?
No show.
No show?
I think the no-show would be the best idea to get heat on him.
I agree with you completely. I just wonder if they're going to do the best idea.
Oh, probably not, so he'll be there. Also, from WWE.com, can Bayley and Sasha Banks mend their fractured friendship?
They're going to have to. They're going to take on Absolution.
You're convinced of that?
Yeah.
But not tonight. They're not going to be able to. Next, Braun Strowman is a monster among men and a maestro among monsters.
He's the maestro.
He's the maestro.
He's the maestro.
What if he's going to start be called the maestro?
Can you call me the maestro, please?
Sorry, can you call me the maestro?
The answer is he's a monster among men. Will Ronda Rousey regret putting her hands, put my fucking hands on Stephanie McMahon? Is she going to regret putting her fucking hands on Stephanie McMahon?
Probably not.
No, man. She's going to double down. She's going to put all 4 of her hands on Stephanie McMahon.
And finally, when will the ultimate deletion take place? Probably next week.
Yeah, next week. Spoiler alert. Next week.
Yeah, probably next week.
They filmed it. It can't take that long to edit.
Chaos 5338 $2. Love you guys. What's your favorite celebrity guest that we actually have the show?
Or
who would we want more than anybody?
What's your favorite celebrity guest? I'm going to say this. I'm going to assume I'm going on a limb. Maybe they're saying who's your favorite celebrity in the Hall of Fame in the celebrity wing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb and think that maybe they're thinking that.
All right.
We can answer both though. If you could have any celebrity guest on the show, who would it be?
How about this? If we can have any celebrity guest who is in the WWE celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame,
Okay.
who would it be? We combine the questions.
All right, that's good.
Who would it be?
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, it's one answer. Hey, listen to me.
Yeah, probably.
My name is Arnold.
Yeah.
This is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you're going in Raw. How was that? Is that good, guys? All right. Let's talk about gerrymandering. I'd talk about gerrymandering with Arnold for a fucking hour and a half. That'd be great.
Who else is in the celebrity wing?
Snoop Dogg, man.
Oh, Snoop Dogg would be great.
I have no desire to. Yeah, we could do one of those like specials where we get like high as shit and talk to the Snoop Dogg. Let's see here. Where's the celebs? Here we go. Oh, Mr. T.
Oh, that'd be good.
Hilton would love that. Mike Tyson would be great.
Yeah.
Drew Carey, not so much. Oh, I love this picture they have of Bob Uecker on Wikipedia.
It's from his playing days.
It's from 1913. Yeah, he did. You'd like to talk to Pete Rose.
Yeah, I think I'd actually rather talk to Bob Uecker, just because his career is not only as a player, broadcaster, actor.
Dude, Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah,
he was Mr. Belvedere.
He was Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley.
He was in Major League.
Yeah, dude.
So I think I'd find a conversation with Bob Uecker more interesting. I feel like Pete Rose just tried to put himself over the whole time.
I think Drew Carey has been replaced in life by like a robot. Have you ever seen him on Price is Right?
Mm-hmm.
He just looks like he's
cruising, man.
Checked out, dude.
He is cruising.
Like that. Talk about a plush job.
Oh, I know.
Chilling.
Gustavo Gama, $2. Check out what I sent on Twitter.
If it's a picture of like
George Romero, $6. Can I get a 2? Sweet.
Nice. Oh man, these are cool. He has like a whole bunch of cards
cool.
from the Friendo Unified Championship Wrestling.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is great.
That's
look, there's
fantastic.
me. Oh, time itself. This is great.
This is awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Jeffrey Nguyen, $1.99. What celebrity could you see doing a one-off match? Stephen Amell is the most obvious answer.
Yeah, but he's all in now, man.
Yeah, I know.
These are great. What celebrity could I see doing like a one-off match? Man, I'd love to see LeBron.
Oh, man.
Dude, you see that no-look pass?
No.
Holy shit, look at this. This is great. I think Kaufman had it. Who else would I want to be on the show? Yeah, my number one pick would be Arnold. Hey.
Yeah, I think mine would be too.
How you guys doing? Let's talk about
Arnold or Bob Uecker.
Hey, let's talk about pro wrestling. And then let's talk about gerrymandering. Cool, man. Whatever you want to talk about.
Jimmy Malam, has Larson actually met Hilton, or is this a Tyler Durden thing? And Larson just plays along with Steve to not make Steve not break. I think I've known Hilton for like 25 years, but it could just be a projection.
You've known him for way too long. Look at this.
Oh, I missed it. You guys rewind it. Or is there going to be a replay?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. That's a good pass.
And then watch it again in real time or whatever. Okay, hit the play button. Isn't that beautiful?
He's the best.
He's the best.
Gustavo Gama, again, $2. I made some physical ones, but the post office sucks.
Yeah, definitely can.
No, he said he made some. I think he tried to send it to us. But
I made some physical ones. Wait, did you actually try to send it to us? I haven't checked my post office box in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want those, man.
Those are great.
Even just send me the files. I'll make it myself. I don't care. All right, let's talk about gerrymandering, guys. Come on. Listen, I watch Raw 2. I think it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing Asuka take on Charlotte. I think it's great.
Do you think that has 5-star match potential, Arnold?
Yeah. Asuka showed up on SmackDown. She said, "Fuck you." She said, "I fuck you." Now let's talk about gerrymandering. Charvel Myers is correct. Don't talk bad about the USPS. We are real. Those guys have tough jobs, man. I saw the other day some post office offering a $50,000 reward because one of their guys out here got robbed. That's rough, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
That is rough.
My wife has to now. Her new job is whenever a package gets lost somewhere, she takes the customer complaints about that, and she has to try to find them, or she has to track what happened.
Yeah.
Most of the time, she just has to call and be like, "Disappeared. It's gone.
Wow.
Don't know what happened to it."
Jeffrey Nguyen, 199. Hilton is Steve's hype bro.
Yeah, the parts of me would love to be Hilton. He's really good at basketball.
He is. He's good. He is good.
But then also,
he's an all-around really good athlete.
Yeah.
He's really good at football.
Yeah. But these days, every time, last night, it's been a while since I played him in basketball. But last time I played him in basketball, he was I was like, "Hilton, you didn't bring your A game. That's why I was able to score a bunch of points on you." And he's like, "No, dude, my knees and my back are killing me." A lot of wear and tear on that body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
a lot of mileage on those tires.
Yeah. Noel, have you two ever thought about reviewing wrestling-related movies like the WWE Flintstone movie? No, we've never talked about it.
Brian Zane kind of has that market corner.
Yeah, he does a good job with that.
Yeah,
stuff.
he does a great job with that. He's been doing that for a while. So
one thing I've thought about is talking to him. I don't know if he's done one before. Maybe he has, but if he's done Wrestling with Regret on wrestling comic books because of our Undertaker ones, those great WCW ones. I was thinking about talking to him about doing a collaboration of some sort.
Yeah. Liam Wagner asked, "What would Arnold say to Hilton?"
Hey Hilton, guess what? I fuck you. Hello, cutie pie.
Mr. BRS2794, do you think SmackDown will finally get things going now that Fastlane is over? No.
Until I see proof, I shall say no.
Yeah.
If tomorrow rolls around and they impress, I'll say okay, all right. But I'll believe it when I see it.
Hans Velasquez, AOP debuting on Mania. Mark my words, it's possible. AOP versus Thebar.
Yeah, it's possible. That'd be awesome. They had that. I mean, they have to think. Last year they had that great surprise with the Hardys coming back.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to see another big surprise.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, this is a great question. Travis Dayton, what promotion would Hilton go to if he became a wrestler? CZW.
Oh God, he couldn't handle CZW.
Not now. What was that pay-per-view? They had a bunch of the old-timer wrestlers, Legends of Wrestling.
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'd have to find what's the most podunk backyard wrestling that we could find. What was that video we saw with those two kids from I don't know, was it Japan or China or something?
Oh yeah,
where they were fighting. He could join them.
Yeah,
he could just be in their league.
That was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Jeffrey Nguyen, 199.
He could be a young lion there.
Favorite wrestler cameo in a movie?
Hulk Hogan and Muppets from Space.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
It was great. Now it's kind of ruined. Is there a secondary? Oh, Terry Funk in that episode of Quantum Leap where Sam was
or just his role in Roadhouse. It was more than a cameo, obviously.
That was a big chunk. Yeah, it was a big chunk in the Quantum Leap episode too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hilton could be a young lion on Grimm's toy show.
There you go.
He could be a young lion there.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Anyways, I think that's good enough.
Okay.
Let's see if out music works. Hilton, can you hit the music, please?
Hilton's not here, man.
He's right there.
No, he's not.
He's yucking it up over there. He's laughing at all of our little ribs and stuff.
No.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later. Oh, thank you, Co Diesel, for the $2 super chat.
Thank you.